Test, test, test. Ah, my coffee be hitting different. My hair's still wet from my shower. Hey, I need to get a haircut though, for real. For Will, for Will. I need to get a haircut for Will, for Will. Why do they always spell my name with a Y, dude? Like, that is such an uncommon way to spell my name, bro. Name's Brian with an I. I mean, why, who wants, who would go to a Y first over an I? It's either people spell my name wrong with a Y, Brian with a Y, or they spell my name Brian. Like, both of them are incorrect. Very, very incorrect, okay? Especially calling me brains is very insulting, very offensive to me, okay? It's really offensive. Don't be calling me brain because I have a big brain. Alright? That's not how that works. I don't want 3 general souls. Like, don't get gone. Ooh, wee, shut my mouth. Slap your grandma. didn't know where she was coming from. He's tunneling me? Wow. You're tunneling me? Wow, that's impressive, my man. I don't care. Tunnel me if you want. If you really that serious about tunneling me, good job, bud. Good job, man. I don't understand when people tunnel. I really don't. He is so bad in Chase. Holy shit. He is so fucking bad. I just don't understand why killers do this shit, and then they claim they're good. That doesn't equal skill, dude. It just does not. Doesn't even look behind her or nothing. She's not gonna break it. Think it has me? I doubt it. Yeah. What do you think, YouTube? Did he? Look, I usually don't get like aggravated, man, but it's like it gets old when every game you get into is just a tunneling fest or a slugging fest. And these killers claim they're fucking good, but none of them 1v1 me. It is what it is, bro. You seen how bad he was when I had that good chase. I mean, dude's fucking bad. I just didn't expect him to keep coming back for me, but I guess he really wanted me. Yeah. You can tell he's new at the game though, so maybe I shouldn't be too hard on him. Yeah. I guess he wanted some DeWelfy in his life, huh? Some Jingle Bell DeWelf in his life, huh? TTV dick. Like, look at this. Like, these are the kind of lobbies I get, bro. 9 years playing this game, and I'm getting like killers that I think they're good tunneling, and I get survivors that hide in lockers all game. This is awesome. 8,000 hours in the game. This ain't gonna change. Scared the shit out of me, bro. Now I can't moonwalk her after moonwalking Dwight. Bruh. For real. For real, dude. Or I have a really good chase, or I play really well, and then I get hit on the hook, or, you know, walked over my body because I looped them for three or four gens, or however long I looped them. Then they get a little salty in their mouth, a little salt in their mouth, you know? It is what it is, man. I've just seen everything in this game. 9 years playing this game. There's nothing that you're gonna do to me that I haven't seen. So do what you wanna do. Do what you gotta do. I don't care, but don't say that you're good if you're doing something that doesn't equal skill. I'm just saying. Tunneling, slugging, and camping is not a strategy. Well, I say that maybe if you're like, if it's an end game or you're losing a lot of pressure, then maybe so. But like, off the rip and you're slugging, like, you must not like blood points. If you care that much for, if you care that much, I didn't even hear her phase, and I was so thrown off guard. If you care that much about a 4K, I don't know what to tell you. Ah, my fault there. I didn't hear her phasing. I was talking. Oh, let me guess. I suck now, huh? 1v1 me then, bud. 1v1 me. Let's see who really sucks. Some people are crazy, man. You have one bad chase or one bad game and automatically equals skill issue. Like, I've been playing this game probably before you were even fucking born. You know what I mean? It's like, chill. Sit down, kid. You know what I mean? Fuck. One bad chase, bro. I bet you'll have way more better chases than you probably have games in a week. You think I'm scared? You think I'm worried? That was my fault. That wasn't the killer. That was me. I was talking. Didn't hear. It's my fault. Thank you. Bet you it don't happen again, though. The little rat didn't add me. I'll wait for it. I don't know why people think it's a good idea to hit him at the hook. This is like the worst idea you could do. Yeah! Them new players wish they could do that, huh? You just had to go down there, didn't you? See, the problem with the spirit is when you're healthy, that's when you're most... When you're injured, that's when you're most vulnerable. So if you can stay healthy against it, you'll be alright, but... If you stay, you just gotta stay away from vegetation, but... She's definitely gonna come over here. I know she sees me. Play. Damn, you wasn't blind that long at all. I thought you were blind longer than that. Look, I don't struggle against many killers, but the spirit is one killer that is sometimes is very difficult for me. What are you doing? Sorry, it's my second game on. We gonna warm up. We gonna warm up. We'll be alright. But Spirit is tough though. See, and she's playing fair. She ain't camping or tunneling or slugging. These are killers that you can respect and tip your hat to. That's not my second game on though, so I'm a little rusty, but we'll warm up. Kinda late, aren't you? Let me go over the pallet! It wasn't fucking go over the fucking pallet, bro. Well, hopefully she gets out. How many hours do you have?
If we get there, okay? Hey, Dad.
That sounds like a fun time, dude. I want to get some boxing gloves and fight somebody. Just box. But I've done karate and I've done jiu-jitsu, so I'm not really supposed to be fighting random people, unfortunately. By law, if you want to go by law, can't just fight anybody because of my training. Now they put their hands on me, that's different. Yeah, you're going to the hospital, that's where you're going. I promise you that. I promise you messing with my family or anybody I care about, yeah, you're going straight to the fucking hospital. Might be in a body bag at that. You do anything to kids, elderly, women, you gotta go through me. You gotta go through me, and I'm up the ranks, baby. Karate, jiu-jitsu, hey, whatever you want, come at me. Come on. I jump. Nah, man, for real though. Yeah, I've done karate, I've done jiu-jitsu, I've done just about everything. Well, karate's defensive fighting, and I got into jiu-jitsu because that's more like offensive. So the karate is your basic, your basic defense, and then your basic defense, and then they teach you how to do counteractive chops and stuff, and then jiu-jitsu is more just offensive. So you can if someone's coming at you, you could you dip down them, and then you want to grab their wrist, you want to bend. It's kind of hard to explain, but you want to grab right behind that pressure point right here. Flip their wrist down. They're going down. They're going down to the ground, bro. They're dropping to their fucking knees. I promise you that. A grown man is coming to his knees when you grab him on that pressure point. Grab him right there. If he has a knife in his hand, it's automatically going to release his hand because of the pressure point. Whew. You want to talk that shit, dude? That shit fucking hurts. They have to do that to you when you're training to see how actually really do it, like full throttle. So you can see how it feels, and this shit fucking hurts. It brings a grown man to your knees, man. I'm telling you. But I love karate. I love jiu-jitsu. I love all of it. Hi, Dad. Hi, Daddy. How you doing, Daddy? Oh, he fought through the window. You don't get those, Daddy boy. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna lock in, boys. Y'all don't know about me, man. Y'all don't know what I be doing, man. I be masturbating to her. Oh my god, dude. I just missed the freaking space button. I'm trolling. Come back, Dowdy. Ooh-wee, shut my mouth, slap your grandma. They ought to be allowed, get the sheriff on the phone. Lord have mercy, how she even get the bridges on? But the honky tonk, but don't get down. Come, baby, come back. Baby, come back to me, that mess witch. If he comes back, he's definitely gonna take that window, so I can't vault it. Never mind, I lied. I know I'm forced to pay this. Dang, he pulled that shit up quick! You motherfucking bitch! Suck a homeboy dick! Have you ever had sex with a girl before that you just can't believe she farted at your door? That made no sense to me. Have you ever seen the rain this bad? I don't know if you have seen his baby boy. I don't even know what you're gonna do to me. Oh, he wants my booty. Bro, you're gonna lose the game if you commit to me. I promise you will lose the game. This ain't a good move, my man. You might want to leave me. I may not be warmed up yet, but I promise you I'll make you pay for it this time. Because I'm pissed! I don't think people understand that. I'm not really mad. Oh shit, I guess my camera's mad though. I guess it's like, you need to buy a new camera, you broke bum. I promise you, girl, I promise you though. I'm not trying to show off my guitars that I got money where. I mean, eventually I want to hang them on the wall. But, I don't know, it just looks cool with my guitars in the background, to be honest, but it's never been about money for me. I love giving back money. I love giving more than I love receiving. I can't tell you how many times I've donated money to people, especially my charities. I donated to 3 charities, but y'all don't know that. A lot of people in my personal life don't even know that. I don't tell people that because it's personal for me. And people never believe me, and I'm not gonna prove myself to nobody because I had nothing to prove to nobody. But some people know, close to me know I donate to charities, but all my music, most of the money I get from my music goes straight to charities. Money I make from my gigs, straight to charity. Bro, you're gonna lose the game if you commit to me. I put money on that. You will lose the game, bud. Do you care? I don't know, do you? The fuck was that hit? Okay. He still lost the game. There's no way. My teammate stays on his gen. Never mind. And as long as they off that gen, he's gonna gain pressure back slowly. It looked like his spirit went through the fucking wall. Are you serious right now? Alright, so that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll die. I'll take an L. While my teammates get out. That's fine. Think I care about that, bro? I know what he's gonna do right here, so I'm gonna play pallet. I wanna know. Have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know. Have you ever banged my brain? Coming down sunny day. out. Macy or Marcy. Okay, they're out. Damn, I don't get no GG or nothing, bro. That's crazy, man. I don't get no GG or nothing. Nothing, brother. I don't get no GG or nothing, brother. They don't like me, man. They're trying to cancel me. While we're playing, I'm gonna work on my mods. So some people know, some people don't know. Yes, I am a musician. That's actually my second job. So most of my money I get from my music, I donate to charities. Kids with cancer and families in need and stuff. But it usually goes to Children's Hospital. So like money I get from like concerts or gigs or money I make off my music goes straight to charity. I like I said, I really don't tell a lot of people that because people are always like, oh, I don't want to feel like I have to prove myself to anybody. Oh, you're broke. You don't get no man. I know what I do, and that's all it is. I know what I'm doing. I'm a giver. I know what God called me to be. I'm a giver, and I hate seeing people and kids suffer or whatever. And if I had the money, which I had not always had money, but luckily, going to school so I went to school for programming first. Okay, well I've always been a musician. Started playing drums when I was 3. Been playing guitar for over 20 years. I teach music, so luckily music took off for me pretty quickly, and became pretty successful. Now, am I on Wikipedia? Am I that famous? No. Do I want to be famous? No. Okay, that's fine. I thought you said you were. Okay. But do I want to be famous? No. So I do gigs, and I do pretty good doing gigs. I do local gigs, and I play like at conferences and stuff. Like in Nashville, I played at the Tennessee Titans Stadium. So I do if I get a call, hey man, we got this conference gig going down. You want to be a part of it? Yes, let's do it. I get on a plane or I get on a bus. I load my guitars up, like that green one. That one goes on the road with me a lot. That green one right there, and then I have an orange one over here. So these two, that one and that one right here. So there's 3 guitars that I go on the road with a lot. That green one's one of my favorites, so that one goes with me a lot. That guitar has made me a lot of money. Not saying it to brag, like I said, a lot of the money goes to charity. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I can do that. I'm happy I can do that. I gave a lot of the money back. I don't keep really any of it because it is my second job, so I have other jobs of income. So it's like, when I go play music, I know what I'm doing for a good cause, and to me, that makes me happy. So, and I also build websites. I build websites. I make video game stuff. So I went to school. I went to school for this, but I was like, do I want to make it a career? And I was like, nah. I mean, because I just enjoy programming as a hobby. But with the AI getting out of hand now, there's no way I'm gonna land a job. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but everything's AI now. It's just I don't use AI, and I never will because it's not fun building things when you have something else building it for you. So I'm never gonna rely on AI, never. But when I went to school, this is 9 years ago? No, this is 10 years ago. That wasn't really a thing. So AI wasn't really a thing. So we were actually building. Every time we went to school, we were actually building. We had a team. We had Team A and Team B. Team A was the front end developers, which is what I was a part of because I didn't do back end development. And then Team B was the back end developers. So we would build the website, as you can see, the stuff that you see on screen is what we did. The text, the titles, everything that you see with the human eye is what we did. That's what front end development is, right? And then the back end development is like, if you have a contact page and then you hit send, and then it goes to like an email and they contact you back. That's all back end server stuff. I didn't go for that. I just went for front end. So, but luckily I'm pretty fluent with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and C. And then I had to go back. So I had to go to school for like almost 7 years because they wouldn't let me take my courses and stuff for video game development and websites together. So I had to go for my 3.5 years. Cause I did a fast track for front end development, and I had to go back to learn C, C+, and C sharp. C, C++, and C sharp for video game development. So I had to go back. And let me tell you right now, people say that JavaScript is easier to learn than C++ and C++, C sharp, and C. They're pretty much the same thing, really. I disagree. I highly disagree. JavaScript was way harder for me to learn than C sharp. C sharp, I nailed that shit like that. Like, I know JavaScript pretty well. I'm pretty fluent in it, as you can see. But I just don't think it's beginner friendly. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I just don't think it's that easy to understand for when you're new. I just don't think so. That's my opinion. But I'm actually been creating something pretty sick. Do I want to show people? So I'm doing something that's never been done before, and in this modding community that I have. So if you go to my mod for GTA 5, now I also want to this is a quick disclaimer. This is for story mode only. I am not condoning online hacking. I am not in any way talking about hacking online. I don't hack online. I will never hack online. So don't ask me to create a mod online because that's never going to happen. If you download my mod, it is disabled from you ever going online. I program it to disable online features all entitled. I'm not responsible for any lawsuits or anything that's going to come my way. So I automatically disable online. Just throwing it out there. What I'm about to show you is my mod, but it is for story mode only. You cannot go online. It's completely disabled. I can even show you that you can't go online. Completely offline only. I just want to stress that. I don't want people reporting me, saying this Dead by Daylight, thinking I'm going to hack Dead by Daylight. That's never going to happen. I never thought about that. I never will do that. I got way too many hours in the game to even think about that. I've been playing the game way too long to even think about that. And that's never going to happen. Now, games that maybe have a server where you have a vanilla server and a modded server, and the developers are okay with mods, that's different. But it has to be up to the developer. I'm not gonna hack people's information. I'm not gonna, I've been offered actually to work with the FBI to help find and track down people, but I declined it because I don't want to put myself in that safety, them find out who I am or whatever, and now my family's at risk. So I declined it. It was gonna pay good. I think it was like $110 an hour. It's not bad, but I didn't know what the hours were they were gonna offer me. But I declined it. I'm not trying to get caught up in that. Like, I understand I'm good at what I do. I've been programming a long time, 15 years, which is 14 years, 15 years. But still, here's my mod. Okay, Taxium Casual Callouts. That's what I named it. We actually went up from 52,000 from August 2nd's update to 56,000. We are climbing. We're climbing. We are going up. We got 5-star ratings, man. We're doing great. We actually got some more reviews I need to look at to see what people are saying. Says we had another review, but I'm not seeing it. We do have one issue though that I need to figure out the right code to use. So I just realized yesterday for my CCTV footage, the car is still showing up because it's supposed to be a playback video, but when you park in front of the camera, it still shows up when you are technically playing back the camera. That's not supposed to happen. I thought I fixed that, but I guess not. Because it's not a. I'm trying to give it the realism that it's a camera, from a gas station, and the suspect is doing, stow gas or whatever it may be. But when you park in front of where the camera's at, the camera, when you go back in time, your car should be not there, right? Well, it's not the case, and I don't know what happened there. I thought I fixed it, but it's not the end of the world. It's not like now the end of the world for me is like if someone say, yeah, the game's crashing now. I need to figure out what the hell is going on, like urgent. And that's an urgent thing. But for something like that, yes, it does take away the role playing, and it does look a little odd, and but they obviously know it's programmed in, it's to give it the realism that it's a camera. So as long as the game's not crashing, I will eventually get to it. But right now, that's not my concern. I'm just I knew we had some, but yeah, I'm proud of this, man. This was in development for over 9 months, almost a year. Almost a year. I know I'm supposed to be playing DBD, but I just get so excited when I think about how far I came as a programmer and what I've learned along the way. And people's like, "Yo, you should do it do it for a living, do it for a living." I'm like, why do that when I'm doing this? My music is always gonna be more fun than programming. Sitting in front of a computer getting headaches all day, But I love programming as a hobby. I love being able to to develop stuff for the community, and it's just fun. And I don't use AI. As a matter of fact, the guys that own this website, they actually have a security check, and they actually look into your code and look into everything to make sure it's not written by AI, because they won't allow it. And my last update, it took 4 hours for them to do their security check and for them to approve it to go back for the update to go live. I was like, dude, come on, man. Like, what's taking so long? But they scanned it for viruses. They have to do that. And then they check to make sure it is authentic, and, they don't really like people to write stuff by AI and stuff. So they really take a look at everything. They took a look at everything. It took them 4 hours. They've never taken that long to release for me to upload my updates. So I'm like, I was getting worried because I'm like, do they think something? But no, I have a lot of code, and I have a lot of stuff in here. As y'all can see, I'm working on a lot of stuff. I'm working on an officer career mode, and I'm just working on all kind of stuff, right? All by myself. And when I have free time, I work on things. But this is what I started to work on. This is what I want to show you guys real quick. This has been a surprise. I've been working on this for 7 months, and I kept it hush. Even between one of the guys that's a part of my team, I didn't even tell him. He's the one that gave me the idea. It's called Call Out Location Editor. No one has ever done this before. So there's a mod that allows you to be a cop. It's called LSPDFR or LCPDFR for Vice City, or from GTA 4, and I make callouts. Think about when police gets dispatched to a hit and run, to a family dispute, animal cruelty, whatever, right? That's what I do, right? I make callouts. Well, people's been asking me all kind of questions. Let me show you. People have been asking me over and over, if I can find these comments. I absolutely needed more calls on Sandy Shores. I fixed that one. When calls would be expanded. Do you have an idea of when calls would be expanded to an area like Paleto Bay? So I get questions a lot about expanding to different around the city, because it takes time. As you can see, if I go to my call out location, this handles all. This handles every location, every suspect spawn, every witness spawn, everything I have for every call out. This handles every single thing. So every 28 calls I have, if I want to do new locations in Paleto Bay, I have to go through and add coordinates for each one of these call outs. It's not hard, but I came up with a better idea. Here's what I've been working on. And no one's ever done this before. As far as I know, I've never seen anyone do this before. And I have worked on this, which is called, as you can see, doesn't take a genius to realize, I'm giving players a mod menu in game that is going to allow them to create their own callout locations via XML. Yep. They're going to be able to use their character, go to where they want, and it's going to tell them. Let me just show you. If I go to I think it's in my location, F5 to open the menu. It might be under callout definitions. No, callout registry. It might be under this. Yeah. So I have to put what the menu is gonna have for this. Like if we have a suspect spawn or a witness spawn, I put those in here. Okay. So this is what the user is gonna see, and then they're gonna click set, and they're gonna have everything set. And that's automatically gonna add the coordinates where the player is at. I'm gonna eventually come out with a preview mode so they can see how it's gonna look and where they want to actually put the pet or vehicle, whatever. But as of right now, we don't have that. We're still in early stage, but we're getting there. But yeah, if this is the first time they've done this, they're gonna follow through the steps. It's even gonna show. I even have a thing, a how to, showing the player. I think it might be under here. Yeah. So giving the player a notification kind of what to do. So, and then it's gonna automatically capture it, and then when they hit save, if they've never done this before, it's automatically gonna create an XML, and let me show you what that looks like. I'm pretty proud of this. No one's ever done this before. As far as I've seen, I've looked everywhere. I ain't never seen this before. I've been playing GTA for a long time. Been playing mods for a long time. I ain't never seen this before. So someone might try to take the idea now, but it's out there for me now. So if I go to my Taxim casual callouts, you'll get a custom location once you hit save. You won't have this when it's your first time doing it, but if it's your first time doing it, it's going to auto create this for you, and then you're going to get an XML, and you are going to get your custom location of your coordinates and your heading of which way you want the character to be facing. And if for whatever reason, if you want it to be true or false, you can set that here. And if you know anything about programming, you can just copy the location and the point and create more custom locations in here if you want to, without doing the mod menu. You just copy this, and you just copy these here. So I would make another location down here, and then I'll put it custom whatever, and then I'll put some more points, and then I'll start writing next. You just copy basically what you have here to different coordinates. So yeah, and then when you do another call out, when you add another like custom location for this call out, it's gonna add it in here like this. It's gonna add another one down here in the same XML. So that's what I've been cooking up. I'm very proud of this. I'm very, very proud. I've worked on this tirelessly. So my good friend, he's part of the Taxim community of my group, of my Taxim Studios programmer group, but he's been doing some stuff. Another guy that was part of the group left, so I've been doing all the programming. I mean, they haven't really helped me much, which is fine. They're part of the group, but they were working on some other things. And he gave me the idea some months ago about this. He kept bringing the idea up, and I was like, dude, I think that might be kind of. I didn't think it was gonna be difficult, but I thought maybe it would be very time consuming. Which, yeah, it has been, and we're not even close to being there yet. I still haven't even programmed it into any of the calls to work. We just got the functionality down packed. This custom locations don't even work yet. They're not even programmed into the call out yet. I just wanted to get the XML and everything working before I start monkeying around and rewriting code to make it compatible. So we got a long way to go, but I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I love giving players the flexibility to do what they want, like it's their own. That's what I. That is why I went to school for programming, not necessarily to make a living out of it, for my degrees or whatever, but to be able to make things from scratch and see my progress and to be able to give players that flexibility of like it's their own. I love that stuff to me personally. Like being able to take things from like if I go to the website stuff here, being able to take things from like this to this. This is how it looks when you're building websites. When you're building everything, getting everything that you want to add in. This is how it looks. Everything, think of HTML or hypertext markup language as your house. When you're building a house, you're putting your foundation, your support feats, and whatever. Think of that, and then you get to your CSS, also known as cascade and style sheets. None of these are programming languages. It's a hypertext markup language, and this is a style sheet language. And this is like your decorations of your house, your furniture, your wall paints, right? And you get to your real programming language, JavaScript, which is like your functionality of your house, like your plumbing, your electric. When you turn on a light switch, your light comes on, stuff like that, right? And then you get to your CSS, then you get to your C#, which is another programming language. So these are really the only programming languages I really know, real programming languages. But so I designed this website, which normally I suck at designing, but I took time with it in Photoshop to drag and drop things I wanted. I designed this. This is really clean. Really happy how this turned out. And this is how I can give people updates on what's coming, what to look forward to, if something's in development, system update, whatever it is. The callouts that are released, developed, or development right now, planned or beta or disabled. This gives people the roadmap of custom locations. So I made some progress on it, so we can bring that up real quick. And that bar is going to go up automatically. There we go. So we're getting closer. But I can give people kind of a time gap. Is that the word? A roadmap. That's what I named it. So roadmap of kind of what's coming, where the progress is at and things, and then updates on location or on the latest release. Which we're on 1.52. That one's prepared for next update. So I can actually I don't think I want to put the locate. I don't think the new system's gonna be in this update. So I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna work on releasing a new. I'm gonna show you guys how I write this. So once you have a website built, it's easy. Once you have your version, your date, and your changes all programmed in, you can just once you get the first one down, it's easy from there. And this is my versions right here, so I can add anything to versions. But let's come back up here, and we're gonna work on letting people know what we got cooking up over here, or a little description. So you see we have IDs here. These are going to be unique. So I'm just checking to see if we have 218. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I probably should write it down here. Whatever. We know it's just gonna be 9. Alright, so we're gonna write this in HTML. So even though HTML is over here, we're gonna write the summary over here of HTML. Alright, and then we're gonna put a comma to get that separated so we don't get an error anymore. Now we have an ID 8. So you know what's next? 9. Because we can't have the same ID number. It ain't gonna work. So we'll do 9. Title. And then this is what the title is here. We're gonna say well, yeah, let's say custom locations. So as you can see, we have unidentified because we haven't wrote anything in there yet. So the HTML is what we're gonna write in here. Okay, almost like how you see right here. This is a paragraph. So this is a paragraph right here in HTML, and this would be our list items. And the unordered list is gonna be the bullet points, and there's a thing called order list, which would be like it would be like 1, 2, 3. It would actually count 1, 2, 3. Those would be that's called an order list. So if I come over here, I might be able to show you an example. That's my navigation right here. So href span. See, okay. Here's a paragraph. You see how we have a p tag and a closing p tag? That's a paragraph. So we can put dummy text there, whatever. If I wanted to go into, for example, just anywhere, say paragraph lorem 300. That's gonna give me 300 text of fake lorem text, as you can see right there. That's a paragraph, and I just gave you 300 of baloney, right? But I'm trying to find an unordered list if I have one. I could probably just show people. Yeah. So this is an unordered list, and then this is the list item. Hello. Okay. As you can see, it gives me a bullet point, right? But if I switch this to order, it should count to 1. So obviously, you guessed it. The more list items I have, the number is going up, right? Because it is a OL, order list. UL is a unordered list, which gives us some bullet points, which looks a lot cleaner for a lot of things that we do. And if I ever want to get rid of them, I can just, if I want to do some CSS or whatever, if I want to say style, I could probably write it in here. Style, text decoration, none. Should get rid of it. It's probably not because it's probably being overruled. What? Okay, let me see. Let me try it this way then. Style, text decoration, none. Oh, you know what? I think it might be. That's my fault, guys. I told you guys wrong, I think. Sometimes there's a lot of code, you forget things. I think it's list items. I think it's going to be list style, none, right? Yeah. Now they're gone. So now they're gone. And this is how we can also make a navigation as well. But yeah, and that's you can also make a navigation like that as well. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And here. So basically this is a paragraph, and this is an unordered list as a parent with a list items, and this is how we can break down what we've changed, what we've fixed, what we're coming out with, and it gives it automatic default padding. As you can see right here, we have about a padding of, I don't know, 30 pixels maybe. So let's go ahead and work on this some more. Because like I said, we do everything by scratch here. So we actually have to build this. This ain't no website builder, okay? This is all scratch. We don't use website builder. Now sometimes I'll go to website builder, give me a template, and see if I can copy it from scratch. That's how I challenge myself mentally. I would try to copy a website. Now, am I gonna make a Facebook? Absolutely not. To make a website like Facebook, it's manageable. We can do it, but it would take a team to really make it as close as you can. I mean, these big websites, right? Like Facebook, is a team effort. This ain't one person doing it. Look, when Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, was doing it back in the day, and he developed it pretty much by himself, you seen how bad it was, and you seen how simple it was, right? But now look at it. It's a team of dedicated, talented individuals. So, and I don't really have a background of back-end development, so there's no way I can make a, server stuff work like that. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to back-end development. I do front-end development. I have a friend that does help me with my back-end development stuff, though. But I would like to learn. I think it'd be cool. All right, but let's go work on this. Category. Date. August 12th, 2026. Category. So once I have all this program, it took me a while to get all this program for the first time, but after I get the first one built, which was this one was the first one that was built. After that, then everything else was simple because I already have all the variables and everything, all my functions in place. And this is going to be oops. And future, that's if I want to be at the top like it is here. You see how this is at the top? If I was to do like this one, well now this one gets the attention. This one's at the top, right? Because I put the future to true. That's what I wanted to do. So see how it's a lot more bigger and stands out from everything else. And each one is just a little bit more smaller. That's what I wanted. And you can read the full update. This one was a pretty big one. A very big update. That's why I got 3,000 downloads on it since the last update. But yeah, we just make this false, and then we'll go back to doing this at the top here. So I put that future because I want that to be at the top, so true. All right, and now we'll start writing the HTML stuff because now this is done, right? But if they read full update, undefined, there's nothing in here. What am I looking at? All right. Well, now we gotta write the HTML. Now we gotta write the hypertext markup language, which is gonna be we gotta write some text in here. We already got all the style and everything done. We just gotta write the text. So we're gonna say, summary, custom, locations, coming soon. Read full update down below. Okay. Now we'll go to content here. So now we're gonna go to content, and we're gonna write this between the content. So because I have it programmed as content being the center point of what we want to show for the content that's coming. So that's why I need the content, because You know, to me, this stuff is content. This is stuff that's new, fixes, whatever it may be, added, fixed, whatever. It could be many things that, you know, it doesn't have to be just fixed. As you can see, this one is just not even anything fixed. It was just a big overhaul call out that was in development for over 6 months that is doing very, very good. Very, very good. This is the biggest call I've ever done. Over 10,000 lines of code. I mean, it's got a traffic menu. It's got a spook meter that the hooker, if you get too close to the hooker, your spook meter gets up by getting too close to her, she gets spooked off. If you have your lights and siren on, you'll also spook her off. She has a random chance of getting in a vehicle, so she might get in the first vehicle the first time you play the call out. Second time you play the call out, she might get in the seventh car. The third time, she might get in the fourth car. You don't have no idea. It's completely random. With over 30 random outcomes that can happen in this call out. 30! They might both get out and pull a gun on you. They might have loaded drugs on them. They might both be wanted. They might get out and charge you with a knife while you're sitting there running their plates. I don't know. You tell me. Completely random. And if they're married, they're going to be telling the truth, and their names are going to match what the dispatch gives you. If they're lying, they're going to completely tell you false information about each other. Oh, his name is James so-and-so. You talk to it, and it's not even, doesn't even match up. So there's completely, it is one of the biggest outcomes of a call I've ever done. And the dialogue system pops up a black screen, and it actually pops up lists of questions that you can ask them by inputting on your keyboard. That has never been done before. So this is one of the big update, and that's why I got 3,000 downloads on it since August 2nd's update, which is insane. We're almost at 60,000 downloads. Never thought we would hit that amount, but here we are. So we're gonna continue to write. Now we're done with this part, right? We got everything here. Now we're gonna write the stuff in here, which is gonna write there for HTML. So we're gonna say content, and then we're gonna do this little. I still don't know what this is called, but these little. I just know what it does because we learn. I know what it does. I can't think about what it's called, but I know what it does. I know why we do it. But some of these stuff is very strange, man. But I know that we have to put our HTML content in here because we have to tell the center point of what we're doing. And we're saying, hey, this is where the content is going to be. The content is going to be in the read full update section. And I had the read full update section within the content variable, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to write it. Now, we're not going to have, you notice in HTML, we have, it auto-corrects everything we do, right? We don't have that right in HTML and JavaScript. So this is why, luckily I know what I'm doing. If you didn't know what you're doing, you'd be like, oh crap, auto-correction. But, so we're going to get a P tag that stands for paragraph. And we're going to say anything we want in here, or I could just write the closing tag if I want to right now. So our closing tags would be with the little slash, P, boom. There's our closing P tag, right? And you can see the unidentified is gone now because we actually have something there. Now we can write anything we want in here. So this is probably why I actually had to go to the eye doctor because I suffer with a lot of migraines. And my doctor says from programming. Like I said, I don't use AI. I don't really have any help. I don't really have anybody help me on this. So I literally on my free time. I do have a full-time job. I just got off work at 1 o'clock. So I try to put some make some time for gaming. I go to work, try to make time for gaming, eat, spend time with the family, and I try to program. But sometimes I get really bad headaches, and I have to. Unfortunately, I can play my game, but I have to take a break from the program because my mind's really trying to remember lines of code. Because there's a lot of stuff to remember. I forget things all the time. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I gotta Google things sometimes. I do. Like I went to school for this, and sometimes I still have to Google. Hey, what's the code for this and this? I don't, blah blah. Because I forget the tag. It happens. This is a lot of code. This is like learning a new language. You know. But and sometimes my mind is just not there. We're human. Uh, Now, okay, so around the map, and because of that, please welcome the brand new call out location creator. Did I spell creator? You, the player, can now make your own call out custom locations. And I'm gonna fix all the grammar stuff later. I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to think of what to get out here. I'm typing fast because I'm trying to. It's a lot. I'm trying to. I can put as much as I want in here. It's just going to expand on how much I need to put in here. That's how I have it, and that's how it's designed to do. Luckily, I don't have to go in and add. However much text it takes. As you can see with this one, it expands everything by itself. If you have to scroll, then it's going to scroll. Whatever it's got to do, it's going to fit in here. So we don't have to worry about that. And if I hit save, you can kind of see what we have now. Now, if I ever want to add this to a new line, now look, so for example, if I was to go like this, right? The program, the software doesn't understand that this is a new line. I do it so I can read it when I'm having this open up over here, so I can still read it without it cutting off. But as you see, if I save it, it doesn't change anything right here. So there's a thing in HTML. There's a thing called BR. It's a line break. That's what it is, right? And basically what I'll do is it's a self-closing tag, and you do BR, and boom, that will give me a new line. So that is how we will create a new line if I ever want to create, put it down here for whatever reason, right? You would create a BR tag. So we're telling it, hey, I want this to be on a new line, right? But this being like this, it just does it for me to read it better when it's small like this, so I can see what I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna change all this. I'm just getting stuff out. I'm gonna put coordinates later. Did I just put folder? I'm not even sure. I just put that right. have one. Alright, I'll be back on here in a few. I'm gonna get some food real quick.